Hey, how are you? My name is Kirale Celestino, and I've just got a little thing to share with you, and then we're gonna go over into the group. I really want to know. I really want to know this. I really want to know if you feel the same way, or if really this is just me. Because here's what's going on. I am afraid to really show people how much I love them because I really don't want their labels applied to me. This is a fear. This is just something that I need to get over. But here's where I'm at, and I shed some tears about this yesterday, just thinking through this on my own. I want to love people who disagree with me. I want to love people who belong to my childhood religion, and I may or may not belong to that religion still. I want to love people who want nothing to do with religion. I want to love people who have a history, and I want to be able to applaud their future endeavors. I want to love people who are different than me. I want to love people who disagree with me, and I want them to succeed at whatever they endeavor to do. Now, I might not want to help them get to their goal, but I want to be happy for them in their pursuits. I want to express who I am, even though people disagree, and I want them to express who they are, even if I disagree. And I want people to know that love does not mean we agree or hold the same values, and I want very much to love them, even though we hold different perspectives. I want to be able to change my mind if I need to. And I want other people to be able to keep or change their mind if they want to. And the fact that I love them does not require them to change their mind or believe in any particular way. So now, romantic love. Romantic love has ebbs and flows, right? There's a portion of it that has to do with needs and anticipation. There's a portion of it that has to do with reciprocity and electricity, or drama and excitement. And there are times when certain things happen and that romantic love may ebb or it may wane, but that is not the love that I'm talking about. That's not the kind of love I want to talk about, because the love I'm trying to talk about is the love that has zero to do with the other person at all. And it has everything to do with me. So when love has only to do with me and who I am, and that I choose, they could choose to take advantage of me, they could reciprocate or not, they could be present or not. And when the only thing that matters is that I love them, it doesn't matter what they do. Love is a supreme thing. And when you see the intensity of your own love change, it does not mean you need to flip something around. It is simply revealing to you, it is indicating to you what is happening. And okay, so let's use a car indicator. When you're driving down the road, an indicator in another car signals what the other person is intending to do. So now I see an indicator. I have a reaction. My reaction to the indicator has everything to do about me. It has nothing to do with the other person. Say their signal goes on, but they're already moving into the lane. The signal, the timing of their signal has nothing to do with you. It's what they chose to do. Your reaction has everything to do with you. Okay, let's go to something a little bit easier. Let's go to romantic relationships, and we're just going to use that same indicator signal kind of circumstance. So in your romantic relationships, there are indicators or signals that let someone know that something is missing. Either there's an indicator that something is missing with the other person's needs, or you're sending out an indicator that something is missing with your needs. My reaction to what other people are doing is completely a reflection on me. Now, they're sending out a signal based on their needs. My reaction is based on me. And that is not, it's not the pressure on the relationship. It is a pressure on who am I and what is it that I choose to do. Everybody makes it so much about like a responsibility when really it is just a reflection on myself. Now, if I see that, if I see what it is that I am reacting to, when I see what I'm willing to do or not willing to do, I am learning about myself. Do I like it? Do I not like what I'm revealing to myself about myself? If I don't like it, one, I've paid attention to it. So two, I get to modify it. If I am requiring someone else to do something, I'm also learning something about myself, that I'm placing requirements elsewhere. So I'm indicating that I would like to control someone else. Because if I'm saying, here is my reaction, I'm knowing this about myself. So in order for me to be different, you need to do XXX. What I've now indicated to myself is that I must control others before I make some kind of a change. You may not agree with me. I'm breaking it down into teeny bits, okay? Because if there is an agreement in a relationship, and if something has not met an expectation, my reaction is 100% an indication of who I am. If we are continually placing requirements on the other people for me to feel a certain way, we are indicating an agreement of control upon one another. I didn't really want to go so far into this, but I just wanted to show you how it's kind of counterproductive for us to say that love makes requirements on other people. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. And let me give you an example from my own life, from my 20s, and it's not a romantic relationship. So it's a hot summer day. I'm sorry, this story. It's a hot summer day. I'm in my 20s. I'm driving with the windows down because my car AC was not very good. I'm sitting at a stoplight, and life is hard in your 20s. Life is hard because everything they told you needed to learn, you needed to know to be able to navigate life, had nothing to do with navigating life. There's a guy on my left-hand side, so opposite side of the street, sitting in a yard with a cardboard sign. I'm not looking at the guy. I'm not reading the sign. He's not on the side of the road that you expect. He's sitting in a chair. All of these things are super weird. It's still so vivid to me today because he yelled at me, "Hey, where are you going with all that pretty?" Okay, got my attention. So I turned and I smiled and I looked down and I smiled and I looked forward. And then he said, "I love you." It lifted it lifted me out of a funk. And I was in that, deep funk. It was very uncomfortable. It lifted me out of a funk for like 2 weeks. It was fantastic. This guy, in my 20s, I was much cuter in my 20s, can I just say. I did not feel creepy around this guy. I did not get any kind of vibe that I needed to be anything. I didn't even get the impression that he thought that I looked good and he was trying to hit on me. Like, I just felt like love. I felt love from this guy in a yard, sitting in a lawn chair, holding a sign, yelling at me, "Hey, where are you going?" And then saying, "I love you." I've thought about that for 20 years now. I have thought about that. what is it about love? Like, that had everything to do with that guy. He sent me love without knowing me, without knowing any details about me. And maybe I was a piece of shit. Like, I at the time wasn't the person I am today. You know, I had worked on things, but I hadn't worked on things. You can love without knowing details about people. You can love people that are not within your proximity. They could be halfway around the world experiencing whatever they experience, and you can have love for them. You can have love for someone that you know the circumstances of their life, you know what they have done, and you can still love them. You can love people who right now play a very significant role in your life, and in their past have done something pretty horrendous. I mean, it could be. You could have known about it, you could not have known about it, but that has nothing to do with the love that you send, because it's all based on you. And then perhaps something you didn't know comes to light and you learn it. You can still love them, because that love is still based on you. And if you sense with new information that you love them less, I'm going to start wrapping this up. It is not a reflection on them. It is an indicator on you and who you are. And it's not something that you have to change. It's just something for you to notice. Do you want it to change? Okay. Try it out. Try some change. But you're just learning more about yourself. And what is so wrong with that? What is so wrong with that? So, how do you get there? Like, what does it really look like to send love without requirements? Well, first you've got to notice it. Once I notice what it is that I am doing, how do I change my approach to let people know that I'm not actually trying to convey to you any kind of requirement? I keep going in circles because I'm starting to feel like this is more important. Telegraphing requirements to people, again, indicates that I would like to control your actions. What if I could convey love to others without telegraphing that this love is contingent on any way that they act or the views that they hold? I will have opinions on what others do, and I will have opinions on their opinions. But what if the love that I have to convey has nothing to do with those opinions? What if I could really let you know that I love you? That I love you. That I love you. I don't even know you, and I love you. Try that out. Look around. You don't know everyone here in this room, and I'm hoping you can see the gallery, because I'm hoping you can see it all. Thank you. Look around in the room. There are people here that you do not know. Send them love. Look around and notice that there are people that you do not know that are sending you love. How does that feel? What could you try to do because someone loves you without requirement? What could you do? As you send love to other people, what could they try? Just because they have love at their back. And do you sense when you look at someone, did someone pop into your vision and you said, well, maybe not them. All right, yeah, okay, yeah. This is a reflection of you and not them. The fact that you are able to vary your love reflects your ability for choice. Choice is perfect. I'm not telling you that you need to love everyone equally. I'm saying please try to notice when there is a difference. Try to notice if there is a difference in a consistent characteristic and ask yourself, what is this indicating to me about me? I'm not telling you that you need to change the type of people you send love to. I am inviting you to notice something about yourself and notice that you have the opportunity to change your mind if you really want to. Not saying that you have to. You have the opportunity to change your mind on why you might not love some people group, some opinion group, some activity. This is all based on you. I don't mean to end this on a type of cliffhanger. I might invite you to look into an organization called Fulfill Life Yourself. This is worth it. It's a short-term program full of snippets that you have heard in many, many places from people that you will recognize. But this organization has distilled it down into a very cohesive system. I personally have spent about 20 years in people care. I don't have a social work degree. I do not have a psychology degree, but my entire pursuit was to show love to people in such a quiet way that I didn't want to be noticed, and I did that very purposefully. But I'm telling you that I have tried in my pursuits, building curriculum, to build the program that they have put together. So now I have stopped because someone has accomplished it in a way that I really respect. Highly recommend. That is my time. I love you. Do you want it in the form of like a mic drop, like a bomb drop? Do you want a big bomb? You guys can take it. All right, I'm not gonna walk you